2, 1. Oh my gosh, special secret Christmas episode. Welcome back to BRB Gaming, everybody. We missed you for the 30 seconds that we were away. I hope you enjoyed that other small episode that we put up. We had a pretty wild ride making it.
Yeah, we did. That last episode there was the RP2 Plus review. We actually recorded this episode you're listening to right now a few days before. So we're a little out of order here, but that's okay. We hope you enjoyed the review. And now on to the Christmas podcast.
Hoggers, PogChamp.
We'll get there.
We'll get you there.
So Merry Christmas, man. You got the tree going?
I do, right there. Got the tree up. That's a Thor design tree. I take my Christmas tree very seriously.
It's beautiful. We have ours up out of frame here, but it's looking pretty good, and it's from Home Depot. It was about $45.
Nice.
So it works.
Yeah.
So
what do you got going on? What are your big
man.
Christmas plans? What will you not be playing during Christmas too? How about that?
I really want to finish South Park. I really want to finish South Park for N64. So that's what I haven't been playing, and I really want to play. Game of the month, I really want to finish Sonic 3 and Knuckles. If I can finish that, it would be freaking fantastic. Really want to work on and finish whatever our game of the year is going to be. So I'm feeling like it's probably going to be Super Mario World, and there's no way around it.
Yeah, it probably is. Yeah, you're not.
So I just don't know how to do anything else but that. What about you? What aren't you playing?
Oh, I really want to finish Miles Morales. I know it came out a year ago, but I really want to finish it at some point. Dang. I'm hoping the January games of the month are good, because that was our theme was your backlog. Nominate something from your backlog.
From my backlog.
Yeah, you nominated Turo, right?
Turok.
Turo.
You pronounce it Turo?
Uh-huh.
It's pronounced Turok. Turok Dinosaur.
Do they say
Hunter.
Turok in the game?
No.
I think
I've been saying
Turo.
it. I've been saying it since 1998, sir. I think it's Turok. Why would it be Turo? Why is the K silent? I don't know. I need to know this right now.
Why is the D silent, motherfucker?
I don't know. I don't know anything about silent D's. Silver is gonna.
I don't know anything about silent Ks. I've always thought it was Turo.
Well, I think it's up for debate, and I would love for the audience to please look up: is it Turok or is it Turo? Either way, the dude fucking hunts dinosaurs. He's gnarly. He has a shotgun. He's walking around the levels, and it's one of the best. I guess we term it boomer FPSs. Is that what we're calling these?
Yeah.
Okay. Along with Doom from the late 90s. So
yeah.
Everybody needs to calm down. So
everybody's calm down. Okay?
Just chill out. Let me enjoy my old person things.
All right.
Aging millennial.
We'll just be over here playing GoldenEye. All right. Just
forever.
And Counter-Strike 1.5. Not that 1.6 shit. Get that out of here.
Get it the fuck out of here. Yeah.
Shields. Fuck your shields.
Stop playing as Odd Job. That's cheating. Everybody knows it. Even Rare knew it. So I heard from a little birdie that you got an SDK from PowKiddy for the A20.
I did. Oh my goodness. Yeah, Taki's actually uploading it right now. It's massive. It's like 72 gigabytes, which is like probably 3 or 4 times bigger than it needs to be. I don't understand why it's not compressed. But if I unpack that thing and it's like 150 gigabytes of files, I'm going to shit myself. All right.
So you're telling me we're going to fix this thing?
We're going to try.
Yeah.
We got it uploading right now. We're going to give it the old college try. And at least put basic bitch Android on it so people can load the Play Store and APKs.
Can I see it? Can you pull out the A20? Yeah. I want to see it. I want to fucking see it. Just show it to me. Show it to me. Oh. I'm looking for fingerprints. So I heard that it's not as much of a fingerprint magnet as I thought. Yeah. Well, I mean, I see a little bit on the coating.
There's one.
A little bit.
Right there.
A little bit. And obviously it's a touch screen, right?
in the defense of the PowKiddy, I did eat a bunch of fresh fried chicken earlier. So
Oh yeah, grease is gonna. Yeah,
it's not fingerprints; it's grease.
it's grease. Okay,
It's
in
grease.
that case, it's a touchscreen, right?
No,
Oh, it's not. Okay, not a
no,
touchscreen. You were talking
not a
about
touchscreen, and only L1R1.
Okay,
So this is,
L1R1.
I consider this to be the successor to the A19.
Yeah,
right?
definitely. Similar.
It comes with a reskinned Pandora,
Ugh,
and you don't really have access. You can't install apps or
Yeah.
anything like that on it.
Garbage.
So
well, hey,
that sucks.
we can't win them all.
But PowKiddy was kind enough to give us the SDK for it, and we're going to do something with it at the very least. At least make a basic Android installation that you can have the Play Store on, hopefully.
Yeah. So we'll do up some Lineage. People can get
But
their
to
shit
be
on.
honest with you, dude, I'm going to turn it on. I'm really happy with this screen. I'm really happy with the build quality. If you like the RGB10 Max and you have been looking for a vertical device that isn't Anbernic, this is the way to go, I think, especially once we get a custom firmware for it.
Really?
Yeah, it feels solid. Here, I've got the...
What about those 6 face buttons though? So that's going to give you your L2 R2, right? Oh. Oh.
Yeah,
That's an interesting size. So those who are listening who aren't watching the podcast, Thor's showing me a 351V, comparing it in size to the A20.
You see the Pandora interface?
Wow.
Yeah, that's what it boots to. It's trash.
That's some Retroid OS kind level garbage right there.
Yeah, it's garbage. So the screen is nice, and it's obviously supposed to look like the Analog Pocket and not like the 351V. So it's like the A19 or the Retroid Pocket 1, whatever you want to call it, and the Analog Pocket had a baby, and it has no FPGA.
Fair enough.
But I like it. I like the feel. I like the screen size, and it's 640 by 480, so it's a classic 4x3. So hard to be upset with.
Yeah, for the price, $100, right? Not too bad. I wish it was in white. I wish they had one more color option, just any color.
Even the Analog Pocket had white.
Exactly, which I got the white Analog Pocket, which that dropped, right? So we all got our pre-orders in. Did you pre-order?
No, I did not pre-order Analog Pocket. That predates my retro handheld obsession.
Okay. So, you got the 552. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Show it to me. Turn it on. Turn it on.
Is a fingerprint magnet. Oh, I already turned it on, baby. Right. The screen is a fingerprint magnet. Yeah. It's horrendous.
I can see that. Well, it's a touchscreen. What are you going to do?
Yeah. So that's a little glowy because of my camera settings.
Yeah, no,
it is crisp.
It is crisp. It's nice.
Crisp.
Launch something. Launch something like later gen.
What are you thinking?
I don't know. Maybe PSP. Maybe a little bit of Dreamcast or N64.
We'll do Dreamcast. How about that?
Yeah, give me some Dreamcast. Oh, there it is. Kiku. What are you doing?
Is it backwards on your screen?
No, it's actually correct.
It looks backwards on mine.
It's going to be mirrored for you, I'm sure.
No, I'm doing Sonic Adventure.
Oh, Sonic Adventure. That's a nice one to quick startup.
A lot of dead air here while I load shit.
No, that's good. So Thor's loading up Sonic Adventure on his RG552, which he just got on his little dev unit.
Come on. There we go.
Sigma
it looks
Alpha
great.
2. Having a little bit of audio. Little bit of audio skipping.
It's not here.
Or it's the suppression algorithm is cutting it out. I see.
On board and what?
There it is. That looks beautiful, man. I can't wait for mine to come in. I think I got another week to go. Oh, there's Sonic. He's going down. This is the part where it starts to lag too, where he's rolling on his Sonic skateboard through the second intersection. So far, pretty fluid. We don't have the FPS counter on right now, but that looks like a solid 60
It
FPS.
books. I don't know about solid 60 FPS. There's still some small slowdowns, but it books.
I'm not seeing it. Well, yeah, keep going down to this next ledge here. Yeah, we're going down that next set in the what I'm calling the San Francisco level. Oh, he's flying off. Now he's on foot.
It's
so we
good.
should have seen some serious slowdown on most other handhelds right in that last bit there. We should have seen Sonic kind of start to lag.
The transition load
Right.
to the open world running around. Yeah.
Yep. It's a good benchmark.
Nope. That's on the Linux side too. So
Well,
Android side maybe a little bit perkier.
Yeah.
But it's great either way.
I'm going to say that the jury's out for now because we haven't seen anything yet without any custom firmwares to try this out on Linux or Android, right? So
we don't have source yet.
Yeah, we're waiting on source. Sebion's idea of an elec for the 552 elec, that would
552
be
elec.
fantastic.
That would be dope.
Getting some sort of lineage on the Android side.
Yeah. So a higher lineage than what's on there right now.
Right, because we want to get 11.
Yeah, Android 11. Maybe even 12, but Android 11 for sure.
Nobody wants that rounded except for me. So.
Well, you're sicko, so.
I'm an absolute degenerate. Yeah.
No, it might actually, that rounded interface might actually look good on this because it's a
rounded, it's a rounded sort of idea there.
Yeah. So who knows?
Yeah.
But the 552 is looking good. You and I are waiting on Retroid Pocket 2 Pluses right now.
Yeah, we do. Yeah, we have in one of our last casts, we were saying we've never gotten sample units from Retroid. That's now changed, by the way. So now Thor is getting a couple of dev units for him and Turtles start getting to work on custom firmware. And I actually am getting a review unit for the podcast. So
hell yeah.
I'm going to do a deep dive episode with you. We're going to dive into RP2 Plus, all of its quirks, everything. And you're just going to have to deal with me yabbing for like an hour.
Yep.
So
we're definitely gonna do an RP2 Plus cast. You know,
oh, completely, yeah,
100%. We're just gonna gush.
We're gonna gush, and I'm gonna be critical on it too, though, because my expectations are high. I know it's not RP3, but I still have high expectations and hopes for it. Adding in that touchscreen, man, it's gonna be huge. So I don't know.
The touchscreen's a big deal. I really wish that they would have done that from the start.
Yeah, I know.
That would have saved us a lot of headaches on the RP2.
Well, people can still buy the touchscreen and put it in their RP2, although I wouldn't highly recommend that.
It doesn't work.
No.
You can't put a touchscreen in the RP2. You can only use it on the 2 Plus.
Oh, so you got to buy the upgrade kit and then buy the touchscreen and then do it and turn it into a 2 Plus.
Right.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
I was misled.
Unfortunately.
Yeah, that makes sense.
I would have loved to have supported a touchscreen on the Retroid Pocket 2.
So
we've got a lot of releases. We also have a lot of delays. Odin's still delayed. Where people are talking January 10th is the hopeful date for release on that.
That's what
I don't
Scott
expect
was saying.
that.
Yeah.
And the Steam Deck, obviously, that's delayed till February, right?
Right.
And the Playdate still delayed.
Everything's delayed. And I heard today that China's going back into lockdown, and this might majorly affect chips. And the shortages are gonna be maybe even worse. We might see multiple more delays, unfortunately. So everybody get your RP2 Plus, man. Get your 552, get your RP2 Plus, get your X18S and your A20s, because I think those are the devices we're going to be in the trenches with for the next at least 4 months.
And it's funny you bring that up. Playdate is super duper niche,
Right.
You're not buying it for ROMs. I know somebody made a Game Boy emulator for it. Steam Deck is expensive.
Right.
It just is. So, and RP3 isn't anywhere on the horizon as far as I know. They were supposed to announce it this year. That's obviously not going to happen. So yeah, like I always say, buy what's already available.
Buy what's available. I would highly recommend, even though I haven't played it myself yet, I would highly recommend the RP2 Plus just for the price, man. For what you're getting.
The performance increase, yeah. $99. It's kind of hard to beat, especially if it's your first device,
Yeah, I'm feeling that's the way. X18S takes a lot of modding, a lot of love to get it to where you need it to be. You got to spend extra money.
And it's a clamshell. So.
if you want vertical for this gen, A20 is going to be your probably be your best
or 351V. A20
Still-
or 351V.
Still the
351V already has a ton of firmware options available, and
Yeah.
you can play a bunch of games on it. A20, we're going to be working on. So
MIU
Let's go.
P60, jury's out on that.
whenever that launches, I'm going to get one.
It
Absolutely.
looks freaking gorgeous. I just
I'm
keep
going to get that
looking at the
nasty
picture.
gray. Mm.
I love it. I know. And the chipset in it is kind of impressive too.
Yeah, the P60 looks good, and that's what we were hoping for, the P60 or the P65 for the RP2 Plus and
right.
RP3 at one
Right.
point. Because I really did think that it was going to be the Helio P65 at
Yeah.
one point. I mean, dead serious.
Yeah, here we are.
Thank you, Soldier Boy. Anyway,
We got that. Instead, we got that Unisoc, that kind of unique chip.
yeah,
which
I'm curious how that's going to go. I'm a little worried about the GPU drivers for it.
I think
that
we'll
could be a little.
I don't know. I think we'll have fun with it. I think we'll have more fun than we're thinking. And it's not MediaTek. It's it's not Rock Chip.
No.
So let's see. Let's just fucking see.
Yeah. But we've got a lot on the horizon still. This next year promises to have a lot of high power handheld consoles come out in general. The Odin, obviously, you have the Snapdragon 845 that we've talked about that to death. And the Steam Deck, you've got the x86 architecture. I'm sure Aya, the manufacturer of the Neo, they're going to have something new.
They have a new one.
I'm betting there's going to be a new GPD Win at some point as well.
Yeah.
So this next year, 2022, is going to have a lot of really good hardware, I think, that people are really going to enjoy. And it's going to be a lot more refined and at a lower price point than ever. Hopefully.
I think because of the situation with lockdown again, I think we're going to see one more delay. I think we're looking in spring, summer. I just do. I think that's realistic. I just don't know that I'm going to be getting devices in February, March. I just don't.
I remember talking with you the week after the Steam Deck was announced.
Right.
And us being like, there's no fucking way people are going to have these.
By
Consumers
Christmas.
are going to have these in their hands by Christmas. No fucking way.
There's
absolutely not. And so it got delayed again. And I'm sitting here going, there's no fucking way people are going to have these in their hands before like April. You know?
Yeah. Maybe
So,
April.
Maybe.
And this isn't
more like
like
May or June.
This isn't negative Nancy casting right now.
No, it's just how it is.
It's just I gotta be realistic, and I'm tired. I don't want to just sit here and hype people up and be like, "Oh, it's coming, it's coming, it's coming." Even with Odin, right, where we think it's about to come, I'm not gonna say January at this point. I'm not even gonna think about it.
I can hope for it because I have
sure.
2 units on the way.
I think RP2 Plus is likely because people are starting to receive them now, right? Since our last cast, we had that Q&A with Retroid over in their server. They answered a bunch of questions, and
Oh yeah.
they were like, it's shipping, the next week, which is this week. And I'm seeing proof of that all over the community. We're seeing people with tracking numbers, and some people already receiving their upgrade kits. And then now we're seeing tracking numbers for the full assembled units. I think, and you and I got tracking for like December 27th.
Yeah.
I think the RP2 Plus is the only device of this gen that's hit its marks and most of its goals. Minor delays.
I would agree with that. I really wished that they would have gotten it out for everybody for Christmas.
That would have been nice.
And been freely available. I'm not quite sure why they didn't. They didn't really explain anything as far as delays and stuff like that, other than like it happens, you know?
I don't know how much they really center things around Western holidays and Christmas. I
understand that, but
they're focused on Chinese New Year. Like that to them is like, that's our break. We want to get it done before then.
But it's also really important to hit the Western market as well.
Right.
Because there's so many people, Canada side, state side, and Europe side, that are purchasing these devices. There are a lot in Australia too, but obviously not nearly as many as America and Canada.
Dude, I had a guy in my DMs on Reddit who was super just heartbroken. He wanted to give the RP2 Plus to his son for Christmas.
Yeah.
And he's like, what do I do, man? What do I do? I was like, there's a lot of handhelds right now. You could maybe print him out a picture of the RP2 Plus and say, this is what you're going to get soon. And he's like, that's not going to work. I can't do that. It's just really disappointing. And I've already been disappointed by this, that, and the other handheld delay. I'm like, I get it. I understand.
Yeah.
I
But
just,
there's
it'll
just
be
nothing
here.
to be done.
Nothing to be
It'll
done.
be done when it's done.
All you have control over is, do you pick 4PX shipping, 4PX, or DHL shipping, which is faster. And if you spent the extra money and went with DHL, you're going to see it a solid week sooner. But beyond that, dude, we have no control over when these things arrive stateside. We're so, like, once again, we're so just, Amazon consumerism is beaten into us. We're like, now. I can hop on Amazon and have a rug here, by 10 p.m. today.
Yeah.
It's not like that. We got to wait. We got to be patient.
And you're right. It is the Amazon-ness of it for sure, because I'm used to getting everything within 2 days, most of the time next day. And I also have a history of ordering stuff from China in general, though, supplies from my daytime business and stuff. And that can be 3 weeks. It could be 6 months,
I've gotten in the mindset of,
God only knows.
Who knows? I've gotten in the mindset of buying myself, I consider them future presents that I forget about.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, here you go, future self. Have a nice little present next year at some point. I'm not going to think about that anymore and just let it go. Now, that's a bad stance, especially when it comes to what Taki was saying with, we got to hold these, we got to hold them to the fire, and we need to be just on them constantly. This is unacceptable. This is bullshit. We need to be angry. I let go a little bit.
That's more my wheelhouse, I think.
Yeah.
Personally.
Yeah.
I think that's more on me. I'm sitting here DMing you. These motherfuckers delayed this shit. Can you fucking believe these assholes? Who fucking says that they're going to have this shit out when they're not going to fucking have this out? They've been updating us for 16 fucking weeks. But, that's my end.
I know.
Sure.
And I have been like that much more so in the past. But lately I'm like, dude, everything's delayed. I'm going to put some money into some different handhelds, and then I'm going to just not even track it. I don't even know when my 552 is showing up.
We focus on handhelds, but cars are delayed. Vacuum cleaners are delayed,
Vacuum cleaners? Not my
Tractors
Hoover.
are delayed. Like
Tractors?
A couple weeks ago, I think I told the story already. A couple weeks ago, I went to try to buy a four-wheeler because I had some jackleg dump 40 tons of rock straight in my driveway, and I ended up having to shovel. I couldn't find a 4x4 with a scraping attachment in 5 states around me. New, used, none of it.
Yeah.
So all those luxury items like handhelds and 4x4s and all that stuff, they are in trouble right now. All these industries are in trouble.
So once again, it is buy what you can right now. Buy what's available.
Right.
And then wait.
If you can get a deal on Craigslist or on Facebook or on eBay even, which is extremely unlikely.
Yeah.
But if you can get a deal, take the deal. All right.
Yeah.
If that's what you want, don't sit there and hem and haw and be like, oh, maybe I can get a $10 off coupon. No.
Yeah.
No. That's perfect example. The Miu Mini.
Yeah.
That thing just came out. It's out of stock. They put like 10 or 20 of them up for sale every day as they produce them.
They do. Yeah.
And they're every single time I check, they're out of stock. Every time.
I tell people, just check back and they'll be in stock soon. We have a subreddit up for that now, r/Miu, MIYOO. We got links up there so you can track and see when they're coming back in stock. But that's an interesting little handheld, and I'm really looking forward to it. I happened to pick it up the day it was released on launch, and I'm like, I don't know what this is, but the price is right, and we'll see.
Yeah.
Made by BitBoy, so I mean, it has to be okay. And then Taki's review comes out. It's a glowing review for the most part, and I'm like, great, that was a good choice. Counterpoint, we have PowKiddy with the Q36 micro Game Gear thing. OCA laminated screen, 1.5-inch display. It's a freaking, it's just a gimmick. It's a little gimmicky handheld,
Yeah.
And $60. It's $10 more.
That's a little much.
It's about $10 more than the Miu, I think. Maybe about the same price. But just, you're getting a lot less. Yeah, it plays up to PS1. I'm not stoked on it, so I passed on it. and I think it's about to be sold out, and I'm going to let go. It's fine. I don't need every little thing.
I know we're collectors and we have an addiction, right?
Yeah.
But there does need to be some of them that we skip, I think.
Yeah. I'm finding out for me, the micro handhelds, that's a class because of these chunking hands and thumbs. It's just not going to be comfortable for me.
Unless it's a chicken-based handheld, and then you have to have it.
Well, now I can show this on camera since we're doing video these days.
Garbage.
Look at this.
That's e-waste is what that is.
This is just, oh my God. Come on, camera.
Dude, those buttons are so tiny. How do your monster guitar player hands even handle that shit?
Dude, I don't know. I can't even capture a viewing angle for you. It's just that bad.
It is pretty bad.
So what they've done here, you can't see it, but they've replaced Mario's avatar with a chicken dude with sunglasses in Mario
ROM
Brothers
hack?
1. Yeah, ROM hack of Chicken Brothers. And it's pretty terrible. I regret buying this, but
No, you don't. Not really.
I'm going to send it
show
to
it off
somebody.
every other episode.
That's true. It's just so quirky. I'm going to give it to somebody as a gag gift. I'm just going to drop it in somebody's order who buys one of my marketplace deals.
Yeah.
Which I'm about to drop some stuff in marketplace because I'm out of space for these handhelds, man. I don't need all of them. I don't have time to tinker with all of them.
Would drop some stuff in the marketplace, but I'm down to like I don't have multiples anymore, right?
That's good. I'm proud
so
of you.
all the devices I have, for the most part, we're developing on, right?
Yeah.
And I don't really pay for devices so much anymore because Anbernic sends me devices to develop on.
Yeah.
And I don't buy GPD devices. And I did buy the PowKiddy A20 based off of Russ's review, just because Russ and Taki were like, "This is good. This software is trash."
Perfect. That's your use case, yeah.
And then I went ahead and bought it and thought it was like $107 or something like that with the discount.
Sure.
I thought, just on the off chance we get some kind of source or somebody works on it or something, then I'll do it. I'll have it because I like the form factor and I like the screen.
Yeah.
But then Taki's uploading the SDK right now, so
that's rad. Are you getting it from him directly, or is he dropping it in the community, or what?
No, I set up a Google Drive for him to drop it into.
Right, that's right. We're doing
the
a little bit of hosting.
The retro handhelds Google Drive that I pay for the storage for, right?
Right. Which, by the way, patrons, that's the kind of stuff that your money goes to fund, so we can get this community.
It is. And
development.
I'll just lay this kind of stuff out for you. We pay for 3 different Google Drives right now, including BRB and RH.
Yep.
And we pay for storage on that because we need everybody to be able to access stuff. And then I have a third one that's just for the firmware upload. So in our firmware links channel, that stuff is all on its own separate thing. And then we have the remastering, we have this and that. And next thing up on the list is getting like you and I were talking about, and this may, excuse me for getting a little technical, but we're looking at getting a dedicated server for operating system compiling and building.
Yeah.
So that's a whole thing. But that way we don't have to worry about each one of us that are community developers building the operating system on our own and then having to take the time to upload it and then other people download it. The moment it's done building on a dedicated remote server, anybody that's a developer that has access to it will be able to directly download the image and test it immediately.
Right away. Well, it
doesn't seem like a big deal, but as we're hobbyists doing this, it saves us a lot of time.
And while I'm here, we just got to thank those patrons. Real quick, rapid fire. We got 24 Blocks, Acorns, Axrin, Sebion, Cognitive, Crazy Dave, Damian Wright, Dogpog, Eames, Flatfoot Fox, Jill Animal, Hav, Liquid Divide, Mega Barracuda, Raven Mage, Record Gamecore, Setsuna Guerrero, Dollar Bill, Thor, Totally Terry, Transins, 8985, Brian Starmer, and Wonderful. Whew. Thanks, everybody. I'm trying to get faster and faster.
Thank you all so much. Thank you so much for your support. We really, really appreciate it. It really makes a big difference.
It really does.
It really does. And it lets us know that you love us.
I love you. Okay, I am so stoked on this A20 firmware. I have to buy an A20. I'm holding off at least until January though, because it's been too nuts. It's been too nuts this month. I can't do any more handhelds right now. I'm like,
so what you're saying
have
is
my
that
fill.
you're holding off to buy it until January, which means that you're holding off to get it until
Till February. I'm hoping by January they release another color. Let's say that. I really want it in any other color, which is funny because last year I was only buying black devices, and now I'm
Like
like
sick of it.
well, the PS5 dropped, and then the Oculus was in white, and I'm like, OCD, I gotta be one of the other. Next gen's white, every handheld's white. That's it. All of a sudden, you see me coming up with the 351p in white. You see me coming up with the Game Force in white. You see me coming up 351V in gray, which is basically white. You see me coming up.
That's more white than
with
black.
The RP1 in white. You see me coming up with the X18S with its gray and this nonsense. And where the hell's my other stuff? I don't even know. We got the white Vita over here. We got the ZPG, which
nice. That's the brother to mine. Yeah,
dude, this thing is like my favorite. The camera doesn't look very good on it, but it's
really cool for what it is. It's really cool.
Good. It's underpowered though. I'm not using it that much. I'm gonna probably sell it, but man, does it feel.
I just don't like the side-by-side shoulder buttons. I'm done with that. For a personal device, I'm done with the side-by-side buttons.
You got that in your 552. You're okay with that?
I'm not though.
You're not.
I'm not. It's one of my main complaints. The battery life and the shoulder buttons are my main complaints. Obviously the price, but I'm not going to dig into that because Anbernic sent it to me.
Well, you know what device has the stacked is the RP2 Plus.
Yeah.
Yeah. Which, by the way, at this point,
I mean, that's how we got started in this was the Retroid Pocket 2. So RP2 Plus getting that chip upgrade and the 5 gigahertz upgrade. Fucking Anbernic didn't put Bluetooth in the 552. What the fuck is that about?
I have no fucking idea. People are going to think that I'm an RP2 shill, RP2 Plus shill. But
if they don't think that by now, then...
Well, I wasn't. I really wasn't on the RP2 Plus train or stoked about it at all until more recently when I'm like, oh, it's becoming a reality. Oh, we're not getting the RP3. Let me change my expectations. And then I'm seeing GameCube footage, and I'm like, all right, I'm on board. Let's do this.
Well, I'm on board for the RP3. I'm excited for the RP2 Plus because that will essentially allow us to get a custom firmware going.
Yeah.
For the RP3 way faster when it comes out.
Yeah.
Way faster.
Yeah. It's going to be a similar setup. I'm sure the chip is going to be in the same family, in the same league. Right. It'll be easier to develop for.
It's going to be a lot better.
Yeah.
And just taking that base level stuff like N64, maybe PSP, and doing it way better.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not, like you talk about GameCube, I'm not expecting like Aether SX2 to just knock my socks off, on this one. I am expecting basically perfect N64 though.
Yeah. Which is great. Which is totally cool.
And basically perfect Android apps. Stuff that's been natively compiled, San Andreas and Open Morrowind, that kind of stuff. I expect that to run really well.
I think it'll be good. Well, let's talk a little bit about Game of the Year. We got that coming up. Game of the Year,
baby.
Here we are.
It's totally going to be Super Mario World. I'm just going to call it right now.
Well, we're having these weekly battles, right, amongst games. All of the B titles, or not B titles, but all of the not as popular titles got dropped off. I was going to say,
don't you dare call ActRaiser a B title.
No.
Friendship in danger. Okay,
dude, everyone's gonna call me out for that too. Like, you said, what about fucking X ABC game? I can't remember what got voted off the island this week, but a bunch got voted off. We have only the popular titles left, the mainstreams: Mega Man X, Super Mario World. We got Mother 3 still there, right? We got Tactics,
Mother 3's gotten crushed, and Star Ocean has basically gotten crushed by Final Fantasy Tactics. So
no, not my Ocean.
So it's going to be Super Mario World for the game of the year, the final game of the year. It's going to be Super Mario World versus Final Fantasy Tactics. Versus Paper Mario. 2 Mario games.
Mario on Mario action.
Yeah.
It's hot.
Plus tactics.
Well, we'll see what happens. Hop into RH and get your votes in, and get your completions in, or be a patron and get your free raffle tickets
Right.
in. Because what's happening, man? What's happening for the prizes, which are being drawn on New Year's Eve?
Mm-hmm.
Rapid Cyberphile and I are going to do a New Year's Eve stream, and we're going to announce the winners. And we're going to announce the Game of the Year winner, and we're going to announce live to the server the winners of some handhelds, right?
Right.
And what are those prizes again?
Well, right now it's looking. We were originally going to offer an Odin for the main prize, right?
Right.
That was originally one. So right now the consensus is we're going to offer the choice of a Switch OLED or an Odin. All right. Depending on if you're willing to wait. Okay.
Yeah. You pick. You pick for the grand prize.
Pick the grand prize. And then the runner-up prizes, we're going to have a list of handhelds that are being donated by the admins and mods.
Yep.
And basically, in the order that you're drawn for runner-ups, you'll get to pick and choose from the handhelds.
And one of those,
maybe we might even let the RG552 MP right there,
MP
in blue.
right here, the blue one.
We may even let some of the runner-ups wheel and deal and change their minds if one person already has this one and so on. So,
which is totally fine. Yeah, we'll figure it out.
But we haven't set in stone how many handhelds we have for the runner-ups yet. But we will have that information by the end of this week.
Yeah, I'm ready to get rid of a few. So, and by the way, I'm super OCD with my collection, so trust me, anything you get from me will be freaking
Pristine.
nice. Pristine. No fingerprints, no oomph, no smulch, schmutz. Not only that, so if you have completed any game this year and you've sent it to Rapid and he's counted you, then you are automatically entered into this Game of the Year.
Right.
Every game you've beaten gets you an extra chance, an extra raffle ticket. On top of that, if you've beaten no games and you're a patron, you get whatever the tier says. If you get 2 a month, then that's also 2 for the year. That also counts. Yep. And so on and so forth. Now, Damian Wright was asking, well, can I just patron extra money? Can I give an additional like $10 a month? And does that get me like, 4 more entries? And I'm like, you know what? I'll make sure it does. Yeah, I think that's fair.
Yeah.
If you want to buy more raffle tickets yourself for $2.50 per entry, sure.
Yeah,
throw it on the patron.
It all donate,
helps.
We'll figure out. We kicked around like a $10 or $15 tier, but we didn't want people to think that we were grabbing, Yeah. So we'll talk about adding a couple more tiers to the Patreon.
I hear there might be a 552 up for grabs in this, so more to come.
The 552. If there's a 552 up for grab for this, that's going to be the grand prize, though. That's part of the grand prize.
Yes.
Not part of the runner-up prizes. You may have the choice between. It depends on if it comes in. You may have the choice between an OLED an Odin or a 552. But I'm gonna tell you right now, it's on the way, but I have no idea when it's gonna actually be in.
Yeah.
So
So just a little, keep everyone apprised of what's going on. Get your votes in, beat your games, man. Every game you beat, if you beat all 3 games that are game of the month, that's tripling your chance. So
heck yeah.
That's my shill. It's my shill moment for our server game of the month club. I'm calling it a club more often these days than it's a challenge, because it's a place for friendship. It's a place for connection.
Friendship.
It's a place
and
battles and hot debates. Game of the year is even hotter debates. I hop in there and I'm like, whew, too spicy for me, man.
Yeah, it's pretty spicy. I mean, they go at it.
These streets are rough. They're rough and tumble. People are in there just like, oh, no, you didn't say that about my Mega Man X.
Yeah.
Yeah, so.
Good stuff.
It is. What else is on your heart?
Oh, I'm excited for Christmas. I'm a Christmas boy. I grew up in the
Yeah.
Midwest, and
I love
I
Christmas.
love the holiday season. I always hope for snow on Christmas, that kind of stuff, you know.
We got snow last week. It's so nice. It's nice to see December snow.
So I'm excited for that. I'm very excited to give my daughter her presents for Christmas because this is totally the last year she's going to believe in Santa.
We were just saying that about ours too. Yeah, our 6-year-old. We're like, this is probably the last year we can get away with Santa Claus. Yeah. We're having her
she's 8, and like I've dove into. It is pushing it. Oh yeah. Well, you saw my diagram last year that I sent about
you did
Christmas
your whole
magic and creating a
your whole beautiful mind
bubble
breakdown. Yeah.
Around the sleigh where Santa Claus gets accelerated in time because of Christmas magic, and then he spends the next 6 months in essentially like a temporal hyperbaric chamber recovering from the night. And Santa Claus chose reindeer to fly because he was originally German, and it's a whole thing.
That's
and
amazing.
I explained the shit out of it.
That's the logic you gave to her, and she's like, "Oh, this does make sense."
Dude, she was absolutely like, "Yes."
Dude, last year it was close last year. We had to Photoshop pictures of Santa Claus into our house to show her, like, see, Santa was here last night. She's like, "Really? Is that real?" I'm like, "He was here. You put the letter in the mailbox, did you not?" Yeah. And he came, and look, he brought what you wanted. She's like, "Oh, he was here, huh?" And then just to be sure, I had Santa Claus call her on the phone.
Nice.
So
yeah, I did the Santa Claus calling last year. I was Santa Claus for all my friends' kids. So yeah, that was good times.
You might have to play Santa Claus this year. This year's gonna be tough.
That's fine.
To prove it.
Absolutely. Let's go.
All right.
So on top of all of that, she's 8. So that means when she figures it out, she's never going to trust a word I say again, right?
Yeah, that's how it works. Yeah.
Because this isn't like a recoverable age for trust, you know?
It's nice to lose their trust right before they become teenagers.
Oh, yeah. I'm super excited for that. This is going to get taken out on me for the rest of my life. Because I did realize, because she asked again a few weeks ago in the car about Santa Claus. And then she started asking about the Tooth Fairy as well. And like, we had to act like the Tooth Fairy was like our buddy, like we've hung out with her, like had a drink with her, like, and she changes her hair color sometimes, it was a whole conversation. And she was like, okay, all right. I believe you for now. The moment I get evidence though, you're fucked. You're fucked.
Dude, it's fun. That is good times. It's amazing that we're on video now. If anyone doesn't know that, you can now watch Thor and I and our crazy faces and shenanigans on video on our YouTube channel, on the RH YouTube channel, which links will be in the description. But it's crazy. I can do things like this. I can like high five you because you're on that side. No, I'm on the other side for you. Yeah. High five me. Oh, right there. So I can look. I can turn and look at you and be like, "See, what's up, man? We're just here chilling,
what's up, bro.
You're across the country. We're basically hanging. Bring it in. Woo.
There it is.
We can do.
I love it.
Weird stuff like that. We are so like strange. Yeah, it's good stuff. I'm so done with.
Are you done
with handhelds right now? I need a minute. I'm gonna go sort my ROM collection.
What do you have going on? Like I'm over here talking about lying to my child for the last 10 minutes. What do you got going on?
Christmas time. So we're gonna have all 3 kids together for the next week.
Oh, that's cool.
Which
that's
be
a lot,
cool.
but
we each have a daughter from a previous marriage. So we don't have all the kids in the house at the same time usually because of the other co-parents. But this next week we have everybody for a nice long week break together. And the 2 dogs, so we'll have 7 people in the house in our little 1,100 square foot house, and it will be chaos, madness. There'll be cute moments. There'll be disasters. I'm probably going to need to step outside once or twice. It'll be interesting, but there'll be a lot of love. And it's Christmas, and we're going to play a bunch of Christmas music, and we're going to make a bunch of cookies, and I'm gonna just Santa Claus the fuck out of this place. I'm going to make sure it's all gravy. And
heck yeah.
And I'm gonna finish Assassin's Creed Valhalla. How about that? So
I was with you till then. Like I was completely on track with you. Christmas cookies, Christmas chaos. Hell yeah. Valhalla. No, sir.
No, can't do it.
I'm gonna check your Chivos too on PS5. Did he do it? Is he done?
I'm playing it on Xbox, so you have to check my gamer score.
That's fine. I'll do that too. I'll creep on you. I'll creep on you everywhere. All right.
Please do.
Just to see.
I'm gonna give you the password to my router. Just let you just have direct access to like my fucking Ring footage. Just watch me.
Sit there, watch you play Valhalla. You got little Wotan in your arm.
Well, you'll help me keep my ADD on track. You'll be like, Stubbs, you're checking your phone. Get back to that raid. So
I believe it. I believe in you, but I don't.
Can I just take a minute to say Valhalla, while good, it really throws you for a loop. You know, you're in this sweet, badass Norway world, and then like an hour into the game, you're all of a sudden in England where there's no snow. It's just like old English town, and you're a Viking fish out of water story, and it makes no sense.
Fish out of water. I've never heard the Viking raids on Old England be referred to as a fish out of water story ever.
Wait, that's something that really happened?
What? Yes. What? Yes.
I didn't know. Well, I didn't know. See,
dude, the Vikings used to raid the shit out of the British. Oh my god!
I didn't know that. I thought they raided
the fuck out of it.
I thought they raided like their kind of area of Europe.
No.
I didn't realize that they went to Great Britain and were like, "Fuck the church, fuck this Jesus shit." And
they like sieged Paris and shit like that, right?
No, I guess I need to watch a damn. I guess I need to watch a damn middle-aged man documentary, don't I?
guess.
And it's about time. Because I thought this was something Ubisoft came up with, not actual history. I was like, this plot doesn't make any sense. Why are the Vikings going to England? This is like zebras in America or something.
Because they were pagans and they used to go over there and steal all their church shit and take their women.
I mean, that's what's happening in the game, yeah. But I'm like, this plot doesn't make any sense. This wouldn't really happen. I guess it did.
But that's how it happened. Yeah.
I guess I'm wrong. I need to watch a thing or two.
They would go over there, and if you made the mistake of living in England on the coast, then you could run, or you were captured as a slave and taken back.
Yeah, that's what I've been doing a lot in the game. I'm like, this isn't realistic. But Thor, are you ever surprised by my complete lack of like knowledge on anything?
It's never a complete lack. It's just you have these tiny pockets that are missing.
Blind spots, yeah.
Just little tiny blind spots that are missing. And I'm like, is he being serious? Is he fucking with me right now?
No, I'm not fucking with you.
Well, think about it. So like the Vikings founded Iceland and Greenland, right?
Yeah.
So they had to go up and over England to get there.
That's right.
So might as well just stop in England, go, steal some shit while you're out and about.
I never put that together. I thought they completely avoided England and they're just in Greenland, and everywhere else.
No. Well, England, I know we're talking about ancient medieval history, but England used to be split up into a shitload of kingdoms, right?
Yeah.
And so when the Vikings would attack one of them, the rest of them didn't give a shit because it was just them getting weaker. Right?
Yeah.
So then they would wait for like some of the coastal kingdoms to like get like all their shit taken, and then they would be like, "Oh, your shit belongs to us now," And then they would stave off the Vikings or something like that with their bigger armies. But
wow. So okay.
Well, and the other part too, I'm just going to throw this out there because of my Viking heritage.
Poggers.
English women, Anglo-Saxon women loved Viking men because they showered weekly.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
So they took care of their skin. They actually showered, like they washed their bodies, they cleansed their bodies, and so they didn't fucking reek like pig shit and stuff like that all the time. So
amazing.
You got these huge blonde hair, blue eyed, ripped dudes coming across to like take your shit, and British women loved Viking men. They loved them.
Wow.
Just go throw that out there.
That's a good backstory. It's not only is Ubisoft on point with their plot because it's just actual history.
Yeah.
But your great ancestors, your forefathers in your family lineage, lineage, OS, they were just getting down in England town.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that's...
Yeah. And Paris. And they made it all the way to the Mediterranean shit.
That's amazing.
All right. Final Viking fact.
Okay. Viking
then
facts.
We're going to close this one up, I think.
Yeah.
Final Viking fact. So it's commonly believed in general that Vikings were covered with tattoos, right?
Yeah, of course.
There's only one description of Vikings having tattoos, and they were Rus Vikings who later converted to Orthodox Christianity. All right.
Wow.
So Russian Vikings, right?
Wow.
So they were Rus Vikings that were covered in tattoos, and they were dealt with some merchants in like the Slovakian area, like before Vlad the Impaler and stuff like that.
Yeah.
That is the only historical account of Vikings being covered in tattoos, and they were Rus Vikings. They weren't even Norse Vikings.
Well, that's good to know because the first thing the game has you do is choose your tattoos.
Right.
So
that's wildly inaccurate. There's no accounts of Norse Vikings being covered in tattoos. The Picts, on the other hand, the Scots, right? Which is the other half of my ancestry on that side, right?
Yeah.
They, however, used to take this ink from blue plants and cover their bodies in tattoos with blue tattoos.
Yeah.
Which is why they were called the Picts by the Romans, like picture.
Yeah.
Right? Because they were covered. And then they would charge into battle naked, covered in tattoos. And they were so big and so strong that they were able to hurl small logs that were sharpened, and they were so big that when they would hurl them, they would go through the person and pin them standing up to the ground.
Holy shit.
Yeah. So a little bit of history for you there, folks.
That's amazing. Also, do you have your Nacho Sloth shirt on again?
I do.
Oh my God, that's incredible.
Nacho Sloth.
All colors. I still got to order one of those.
You do. I'll get you the link.
Thank you for the link. Yeah, with that, unless you have any shit talking to do.
Oh man, I'm too in the Christmas spirit for shit talking right now, I think.
True. I'm just grateful.
Yeah.
For everything.
I'm really grateful for our community, number one.
Me too.
I'm really grateful to live where I live and have a happy and healthy family.
Yeah.
And be able to buy whatever handheld I want and make firmware for it.
Yeah, I'd say that's a happy life.
Yeah. What about you?
Pretty much ditto on all accounts. I don't develop firmware in particular, but I love beta testing. I love just talking and discoursing about everything, discoursing on Discord and the cast, and just being in the scene, man. Just furthering it in any way I can. I'm so excited for what's coming next year. So I'll see you all.
I was going to say, I'm also really thankful for you, buddy. And I'm thankful for Chthonics and for my godson.
Oh, your godson, Elliot. Lil Wotan. How's Lil Wotan? He's being fussy.
That's all right.
He's in the 95th percentile for his head size and 75th percentile for his height. He is oddly maybe taller than Sarah or I combined. So
he's strong. I was watching him. He's strong.
Yeah, he's a strong little dude.
Strong boy.
But with that, I will see you all. Thor is going to be on vacation, but Rapid's going to be filling in for Thor on New Year's Eve. We're going to do a live stream.
Maybe
we're
Fox
figure out.
Who knows?
Maybe Fox 2. Whoever's going to be there. Whatever would like to join in. And we're going to see who's going to win these handhelds. We're going to see who wins Game of the Year. We're going to see who wins Game of the Month. It's going to be nuts. Poggers. Did I use Poggers right?
Close.
All right, I'll workshop it. Thank you guys. This has been BRB Gaming, and we'll see you next time.
Bye, everybody. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.